Hello everybody, Panama, we're back with another video. We have Motor Monday once more. We have the 1959 Burnside Special. This will be a 233 cubic inch i6 once more. And this is based off of the 1969 Woolsey 690. Yeah, 690. This is another British police car. It's pretty cool. I definitely enjoy putting it together. It's put this together with the Polonia mod, I think it is, the FPS Polonia. It's not exactly a one-to-one copy as most of the cars on this channel are. They're not one-to-one copies of the actual vehicles, but they're as close as I can get them. So, yeah, this is it. 1959 was a very good year for Woolsey. They made over 5,000 of these cars alone, so they were doing pretty good for themselves. And for a long time, this was the stereotypical British police car. I think it wasn't until like the early 60s I've read. Actually I would say closer to the mid 60s, just counting for TV and other forces using them. But anyway, that this would like slowly fade away, and then the Ford Zephyr would be the new standard police car for the British, or stereotypical police car for the British. One thing unique with this car, I would say, before we take a look at the engine. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm sure I'll forget about it later, but we'll just pop the engine real quick. This has two carburetors. It should have a twin. Oh, hang on. It should have two one-barrel carburetors, but unfortunately. Okay, never mind. I can't put twin one barrels on it. So anyway, ooh, that didn't sound good. Anyway, 233 cubic inch engine, or I think this is a 3.8 liter, and it should, well, no, realistically rather, it has a 2.6 liter. So it's not too far. Well, it is far, but well. It has the same horsepower though, and well, very similar horsepower for the final year of this car. And it also has a reasonable amount of torque. I think it's not a lot for sure. It has for modifications done to the engine, there's not too much other than the two barrel. It has it doesn't have any fancy stuff on it, like I didn't put any performance distributors on it. I didn't put anything like that. I think it only has the lightweight forged block, which I guess gives out less horsepower than the engine block that's cast. So I don't really know the science behind that. If any fellow motorheads want to gearheads or motorheads? No, Motorhead's a band. Yeah, gearheads wanna give me a hand and tell me what that is in the comments, like the science behind that. Go for it, but ooh, that didn't sound good either. Anyway, let's get this thing started. It's not too much. It does rev higher than, I think it revs higher than most of the other i6s we have on the channel. I'm not quite sure what so this is peak torque right here, or peak horsepower is 103. The real one was 100. I think it had a little bit less torque on it, but it's not too bad for what it is. Let's drive around real quick. Let's get to talking a little bit. So yeah, this thing was in fact the stereotypical British police car of the 50s and 60s. This particular one is based off of a Series 3, although there were 3 series. The Series 1 had 5,000 of these things made. Series 2, I guess, didn't do well. It only had like a 1,000, maybe 1,200 of them made, and the Series 3 had 5,000 again. So I don't know if Woolsey just had different cars at that time when the Series 2 came out or what, but I don't even know if they were like, I don't know if like they were like overlapping or what, but it wasn't too much different. Oh boy. between this and the Series 2. I've heard that they had bigger brakes on it. I'm pretty sure we have the biggest brakes that we can get on this. Let me just real quickly double check. Okay, no, we don't actually. So these things had power brakes, so which is standard on most cars. Most of our American cars in the channel have that. I don't know what the race drum brakes do. So we'll just put this. Don't worry about my other save stuff. I got some old stuff actually. One of these days we need to get another civilian car in the channel as well. Oh boy. 0 to 60 on this thing was I think 17 seconds, but the actual well, no, the actual was around 17 seconds, but the 0 to 60 on this thing I would say, well, 0 to 62, so 0 to 100 kilometers is I think 14 seconds, so. But then again, the 17 seconds came from the 96 horsepower engine, or the motor. So I would assume with a little bit more horsepower, you can take a second or two off it. So we'll just let that slide. I can't quite get everything accurate on it, unfortunately. And the rear axle, I don't usually talk about the rear axle, but it's a 391, I think it is, to 1. I think the actual one had like 411 gears, but whoa, these things came in automatic and 4-speed with overdrive, so that's why the gearing was relatively high. So I just left the 390 on it. Ooh, 391. Yeah, it's as for the siren, actually I downloaded a mod just for this, just for the Ford Zephyr and the Woolsey. This is it. It's a two-tone. It's not the old, it's not the other, two-tone. I think that's an Italian, like an old Italian two-tone. Honestly, I didn't realize, well, I forgot that they used two tones. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, the top speed of this thing was allegedly 96 miles an hour. That was on it with the overdrive, so that's, you know, they take it on the track, that's just the fastest they can get to go. Usually I can get them to go a little bit faster, like I got the Polaro to go, I think 160, and the fastest they could get the Polaro to go in real life was, I think, 150. It's just, oh man, that sucks. Okay, never mind. It's just more, their tracks, I think, are like 2 miles, and we just have, like, an infinite amount of space to do it, pretty much. But yeah, so that's about it for this car. It's, you can definitely take it on a police chase, but I was trying to get the Ford Zephyr to, well, actually, no, the Ford Zephyr to work. Oh, no. The Ford Zephyr to work on the video I was gonna do, but I think I'm just gonna, I was gonna do like a British playlist, like a 60s British playlist. I had a couple good songs lined up, like a couple songs from the Eagles. Oh no! Also, that's 100 kilometers an hour, by the way. Oh boy. Anyway. Alrighty. Anyway, but yeah, just and I was gonna be the guy chasing the car, but the car just kept going off the road, and especially with these narrow roads, like they're not very ideal. I'll probably need to. I wonder if there's any motorways that we can do. Not that these things could really catch up to a motorway, but I don't know. Let's just real quickly. Let's see here. Orange Miramar, I think it was. Alright, so this car was originally going to be based off. Well, this car is originally going to be for the video. I'm probably just going to use this for the video as well when I get around to it, but put the risk down to 0.2 because this thing did terrible. Oh, oh man, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, it didn't do very well. It just kept going off the road. It kept taking turns, very bad. It's not the car's fault necessarily. It's more the AI. Yeah, see, he went off the road there. Yeah, so not very good. So we'll put this thing to random. Yeah, this thing is based off of an NG up here. Not really planning on using it much just because it's got the texture issues. I think this I would say this mod's probably on its last legs, the convertible for the Miramar. Alright, we'll just keep the siren off. Wow. You're under arrest. Step out of the car. Oh! I said I would forget it, and I did. But the front of the car, we have fog lights. So actually, how about we do this at night? We'll do a nice little night pursuit. We'll put a little bit of fog, too. That's a bit too much fog. We'll put that there, you know, we'll put the cloud cover up all the way. We'll make it very, very dark and depressing. Put a little bit of wind, and we'll put the fog density up a little bit. See, now we can't see anything. Okay, but here's where the fog lights come in. That did a lot less than I thought it was gonna do, but it's weird that you can't see the... you can't see. Okay, I think we need a little bit more pizzazz on this thing. So we'll put the risk up, the speed up. This is a 40-mile-an-hour zone. I also realized, like, you know, maybe 3 months ago, that the British use miles an hour, not kilometers. But I think at this point they would be using kilometers. I don't really know when they started using miles an hour. Truth be told. Oh no, I turned it off. Come on, start. Oh no. I think I see him up there. Oh man. It's like, you know, Jaguar and the... Oh no, that's not good. There we go. Okay, let's keep going. How does it look like for the bad guy? Does he look like he's being chased? Right, let's hear. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, man. I was definitely, I was driving this car around, and like I said in the last video, it's kind of we're not really doing these cars, like these foreign cars, justice. Well, or these foreign spec cars, just for taking into account the Plymouth Valiant, Blue Book. But anyway, we're not really doing these cars justice by comparing them to, like, you know, the American muscle. Is the 60s and the 70s and the 50s, 60s, and 70s were a lot different for the other countries in terms of horsepower. Well, just car power in general, and, well, just cars. So, yeah, it's just because of that I think we do have a couple more good cars coming up, though. There's more British cars. I think we do have you know, we definitely need to take that into account, like for the time period that these cars would be serving in, the extent of their power and all that probably should be taken that way. Because like the 1959, I think the Dodge Dart, the 1959 Dodge Dart, got almost 3 times the power of this thing during the late 50s. So yeah, we definitely need to take it into account where it's serving, when it's serving, especially when it comes to these foreign countries. Oh no! So yeah, you know, all these cars will always be, you know, they'll always be good cars, and you know, I was just testing these out on these like not very wide roads. They're kind of, you know, villagey, and where'd he go? I think we lost him. Anyway, and this is a very good car for the. Oh my goodness! It's a very good car for like the English villages that this thing would be serving in, or like both British villages rather. That's not good. Oh no, that's yeah. It's got very good it's got good acceleration for like the village or the city life. Oh, but yeah, it's maybe on the motorway this thing wouldn't be doing too good. Put this back over here. Come on, vroom vroom. Alright, boom. Oh no! Alrighty, I think that's enough chasing for one day, but I don't even know the pursuit tactics of the British, to be honest. I only know the T-Pack, so, and I don't think that was around during the 60s, so I assume they would just, actually, you know what? If I watched Heartbeat a couple times, like a couple scenes from that. I remember they would just block the road. I think the motorcycle cop would block the road. If no one remembers Heartbeat, then those who know. So we'll just put this back. Anyway, yeah, so they would, I think they would just chase the car and they would like block the road. So, oh no! Sit the car back over. Engine is starved of oil. Why wouldn't it be? Where's the? Oh no. I think we can. Wada and Oleg. Ole. Okay, so definitely. Ooh. Haliwo. Yeah, so we definitely are not going to be showcasing the interior of this car. No. No, we can't change anything. That's all good though. I just noticed that too. Like I was looking around for the temperature gauge just to see where it was going to be, but oh no. All right, this thing's not good at rock crawling. Why wouldn't it be? Or why would it be? Yeah, not too much. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Interesting, I just noticed that. But anyway, let's keep going here. Nice little South Park in there. That's always funny. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, overall this thing is a pretty good car. Definitely don't have anything bad to say about it. definitely look forward to seeing this with the Ford Zephyr. It actually handles very well for this type of car. Right. I forgot the signs are collidable on this map. Why does it have to be realistic? Let's see if we can handle the drift of this thing. I can't really downshift it, so it's gonna be an issue. So we can just use the handbrake. Ooh. What are we doing here? Okay, can we keep going? Yes. Okay, boom. Oh man. Bro. Alright. Okay, so we can drift decently, I guess. So not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get the two blue buck, or well, the blue buck rather, and then this thing on the performance track. So until then, I will see everybody a little bit later. See.